Hello, everyone. It's me, your old pal Max West. I draw comics, I do children's picture books. We're in day 10 of my Kickstarter to fund my second picture book, Hilda Richie's Wizard. At this time, we are sitting at about 40% funding. 10 days into the campaign, we've got 28 backers. I aim to get that higher. I'm working towards 50% funding. If you want to go back this, I'll have a link to the Kickstarter itself in the description below. I'd also like to give a shout out here to my latest subscriber, Chad Sims. Thank you very much for subscribing. Today I thought I'd talk about some of the Hilda Richie art. Now this one you see here, this is from my sketchbook. This is a study of Hilda's mansion. The mansion itself is it's a chateau-esque style, which was a French revivalist architectural style. I studied various photographs of the chateau-esque style, such as the Biltmore Estate of Asheville, North Carolina. This is I'm going to have basically some art of the mansion in the book I'm working on, a featurette called Meet Hilda Richie. This is available to Kickstarter backers. The higher the funding we reach, the more pages will be unlocked for backers. Now, later on, I'm going to do a finished drawing of the mansion, or at least a close-up here of the front. I also thought I'd talk a bit about the early drafts of the of Hilda Richie's Wizard. All right, now this is from the very first draft I did of the book. Here we have Richie. He's looking out the window as he eagerly wants to play. This is quite different from the final version I did. Here we see Richie inside. Now the view that we see we're going to see in the final book, we see from Richie inside the house. We see, the bushes in the foreground. We're outside the mansion looking into the window here. Richie is just like any other ordinary little boy. He likes to go play outside, and he loves to explore all the grounds, the gardens, and even the wilderness that's surrounding Hilda's property. All right. Now, the second page here, as we did in the first book, we first meet Richie. Hilda is introduced a little bit later. This time she's 2 pages in. Before he runs off to play, Hilda looks like she has a message for him as well as a present. Yes, I'm showing Richie in the extreme foreground here to show that he's closer. Now what's interesting about this second book, as opposed to the first book I did, the action focuses more on Richie, who is, of course, the audience surrogate. Hilda doesn't get as much screen time in this book as she did in the first book. That will change next time, though. In the third book, Hilda and Richie's Sandwich, and the fourth book I'm planning, Hilda and Richie's Ghost, she will definitely have much more screen time, probably equal billing with Richie, as usual. And as you probably already know, this ties into the plot. Hilda gives Richie the what essentially is the MacGuffin. She gives her she gives him the silver pendant. Now this is quite different. This was my early draft. Here, it was a gift that Hilda bought for Richie while she was out shopping. In the final book, it turns out to be more of a family heirloom, as it once belonged to Hilda's uncle. Yeah, the pendant, as I said, that's a MacGuffin in this book. It drives a lot of the plot. Richie gets it, and he has to be very careful with it because it's a family heirloom. If anything happens to it, Hilda's not going to be happy. Now, let me see if I can go on to the next page here. And there we go. Hilda she's still an authority figure. She is an adult and Richie's legal guardian. So, and she has to make she has to make rules, and she has to lay down the law. And she makes it very clear that Richie is to be very careful with that pendant. I mean, it is a priceless family heirloom. She doesn't want him to lose it, or especially breaking it. Of course, that's a major plot point. Well, that's all I want to reveal right now in this video. I'll show off some more pages probably in the future. Now, again, if you're interested in backing the book, the name of it is Hilda Richie's Wizard. It's on Kickstarter. Our goal is $2,400 US. We are 40% funded right now. We are in the 10th day of the Kickstarter. And we have to get it fully funded by no later than about 11:58 p.m. Central Time on Friday, February 4th, 2022. So go back the book. Now, we have lots of rewards. You can get a copy of the book itself. You can get a special artist edition. You can get both Hilda and Richie books, this one and the first one. You can also get original artwork, and you can also get a cameo in the next Hilda and Richie book, Hilda and Richie Sandwich. If you want more news or you want to see more of my artwork, just hit the subscribe button below to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to go back the Kickstarter, the link is in the video description below. Until next time, friends, it's me, your old pal Max West, saying goodbye, and make sure you go back Hilda and Richie's Wizard today.